Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For fast and cheap coins, check out instantmudcoins.com and use code ZERK for 20% off. Link is in the description.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over which free player should you guys pick from your solo challenges for the 50. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Stephen Ashby for being a part of the Nota Gang. If you guys want a chance to be shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and comment down below Nota Gang. Now, for those of you guys that may not know, when it comes to the 50 solo challenges, there have been new weekly solos every single week. I want to let you guys know that if you haven't been playing them, you can go back and do them right now, which you guys can see I've been trying to catch up on them. I am much farther ahead. I think I've already completed all my week 4, and I'm into week 5 on the Nobody Spin account. I'm working on it for the main account, but this upcoming week is actually going to be where we can get that free player. You see right there the NAT stacked player, weeks 1 through 7. Now, here's something I need to talk about, okay? Why am I doing this video now, and why am I not doing this video on Friday when we get the new players? Well, because I want to get this video out there so you guys kind of have an idea of who you want to go ahead and pick. And I will say this as well, if there's a new player that comes out on Friday and you want to go ahead and pick that player, then you can. It's that simple. But I want to go over the last 6 weeks of players, because obviously there's a ton of different players you guys may have your options on, and I want to go over my opinion on which one I think is the best. And also want to say, we don't know exactly what this pack is going to be just yet. Is it going to be a pack of every single player? We don't know if that's the case. Is it going to be a choice of 3 players? Is it going to be a choice of, 6, 7, 5, whatever? We don't know exactly what it's going to be. Maybe it's going to be 1 player from every single week, so like you have 7 choices. We don't know exactly what it's going to be just yet, but I want to go over, in my opinion, the best players, so that way, if you get a pack containing only 3 players, well, then maybe you want to take my advice and pick one of the players that are in the packs. Just my personal opinion. And I know you guys like to see me do these type of vids, so I wanted to get it out today, so that way you guys know in advance for Friday when we get those new players. I do want to say, though, Friday we're probably going to get some pretty good players, so just keep that in mind. Just be on the lookout, get your solos done, and then we'll see. But let me go ahead and go over, in my opinion, the best players that are currently out. Now, I will let you guys know that I have used a majority of these players, if not all of these players. I think I've used like 90% of the 50 players, except for like Derek Brooks and some other players. Well, very, very few have I not actually used. So all these are basically going to be my personal opinion on all these players, and also I've played against them a ton playing Weekend League and everything like that. So with that being said, I've narrowed down my list to 7 players, and as I said, guys, it may not be a pack of every single player. It may only be a pack of 3 players, whatever, but we will be on the lookout for that, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I possibly can on what exactly that's going to be. But one of the players that I think you may want to take a look at if you get this player in your pack, or if you want to go with him in general, is Reggie White. He is a really, really, really good left end. Keep in mind, guys, the player that you choose is NAT, so you can't sell, you can't trade him. So you're going to want to pick someone that you're going to have on your team for a pretty long time, and Reggie White is definitely someone that I think will be a good left end in the game for a pretty long time. Right now, he is an amazing 3-4 defensive end. Great at stopping the run, great at pass rushing, solid speed is 76 with 86 acceleration and 92 strength. I personally have him on my team, and I love the card. He has been great against the run and also pretty good against pass rush, but like pass rushing this year is like not really that great if you don't use his abilities, but in terms of stopping the run, he's been amazing. Now, another player I want to put on this list is going to be Reggie Bush. Now, I will say this. Reggie Bush and LaDainian Tomlinson are currently the only 2 running backs you have available, and the thing is, between the 2, the number one thing and the number one reason why I'm going with Reggie Bush over LaDainian Tomlinson is the archetype. Reggie is actually a receiving back, which means to get backfield master on him, it is less AP than going with, say, LaDainian Tomlinson and putting backfield master on him. Now, why is that important? Because to me, I feel like that's really the only ability I would ever potentially put on a running back. I don't really feel like you need jukebox this year. You don't need evasive. You don't need anything like that. And Reggie Bush being a receiving back is an insane catcher of the football. Very, very similar stats to LaDainian Tomlinson. 91 speed, 92 excel, 91 change of direction, 82 catching. Great when it comes to route running. Also after the catch, change of direction, all that. He is really, really good. So to me, Reggie Bush is a great running back to use now, and he's a great running back to use later. Be your 3rd down running back. He can be, just in general, your 2nd running back for a very, very long time. I'm not a big fan of going with a running back. You guys know this if you know me. I'm not a big fan of going with a running back when it comes to picking like an NAT player for like rewards and stuff like that. but Bush is just that good. And of course, I had to put Taylor Mays on this list. Now, I will say he is definitely one of my top choices. Like, if you guys are badly in need of a user, linebackers are not good this year. Safeties are the move for user linebackers. I run big nickel out of New York Giants defense, and I sub in Taylor Mays at linebacker. That is how I use safeties at linebackers, and he is great as a user. 6'3", 90 speed, 90 excel. He does have good zone too, 87, which you can easily get over 90. He has 92 hit power. He has 90 pursuit. He also has the 91 jumping and an 85 change direction. In my opinion, the best user in the entire game right now. Also 79 block shit. So if you need a user safety, Taylor Mays is your pick. Now, I will say, when this card first came out, guys, I didn't like it. DRC was not good for me at all. But recently, he's actually been playing a lot better. Maybe it was just how I was using him at first, but he does have 92 speed, 91 excel, 90 agility, 91 jumping, 91 man, 89 zone, and 91 press. So easily you can get him over 90 zone, of course. He also has 88 play rec, and he's 6'2". Now, you could go with Antonio Cromartie. I like DRC a little bit better. I like DRC a little bit better. Simple as that. But he does also have a 63 hit power and a 55 block shed. He's played a lot better for me recently. And of course, going with a cornerback, it's a depth position. You can always put him at cornerback 3, 4, 5, and you're going to get some use out of him. And you guys definitely know I am not a fan of sticking with a quarterback for the rest of the year. But Daunte Culpepper right now is so good that this is a pick. Maybe one of the more short-term, I guess you could say, would be going with Daunte Culpepper. But he's a strong-arm quarterback, which means that he has Gunslinger, and that is only 1 AP. He's currently my quarterback, and I really like the card. He has 85 speed, great speed. He has 93 throw power, one of the best throw powers in the entire game. 89 short, 87 medium, and 90 deep, which means he's over all of the thresholds, doesn't need to be powered up, and he has Gunslinger on him with 89 throw under pressure, 90 throw on the run. He is really, really good. And you guys know me, I don't like to stick with a quarterback. I don't like to have an NAT quarterback all year, but Daunte Culpepper is going to be really, really good and really, really usable is the key term here for a long time because he has all the passing thresholds. He has good throw power. You're really only ever going to need to upgrade from him when you want to get like Hot Route Master or, you know, there's a lot of 90 plus speed outside linebackers in the game, defensive ends, stuff like that, to where that 85 speed isn't going to be as usable. But for now, super good. Now, if you guys are more so in need of an edge rusher to get some pass rush for you over, say, Reggie White and the more of his block shedding stuff, Jevon Kearse has 87 speed with 91 excel. So he's a perfect quarterback spy as well to try to stop someone with Lamar Jackson, with Michael Vick, those guys. He has 91 finesse move, 85 block shedding. He's really, really good, but he's not as good against the run as Reggie White, so it kind of comes down to, like, are you a 4-3 guy or a 3-4 guy? That's kind of where you want to pick between Reggie White and Jevon Kearse, but as for my final player, and it is potentially the best one, you could say, Julio Jones is an absolute monster right now, and also he has Route Runner. That's why I really, really like Julio Jones. Even over Tyrone Calico, I prefer Julio Jones because he has 91 speed, 93 jumping, he's 6'3", 90 catching, 91 catching traffic, 92 spec catch, 92 short, 89 medium, and 87 deep route running. I feel like there's a lot of wide receivers in the game that can do what Calico does. We have, you know, DK Metcalf, we have Chase Claypool, we have Scary Terry, we have Tyler Lockett. There's a lot of good speedy, deep route wide receivers, but there's not a lot of super good route runner wide receivers, aside from like Stephon Diggs. Julio Jones is probably the next best one right now, and of course, powered up, he's already over 90 medium route running. He gets slot apprentice, and we'll go deep. You'll be able to get the short, medium, and deep all over 90 route running, and that's essential because that's the threshold. So to me, Julio Jones definitely my better ones. If I had to say between like two players, I'd say Julio or Taylor Mays. Those are my personal preferences, but you have to depend on where your team is at and also what players are going to be coming out that's upcoming Friday. So with that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. And if you did, make sure to drop a like on the video and, of course, hit that sub button down below. Let me know who you guys will be picking. I'll see you guys next time.